Hey guys, welcome to another video of MaxiAspie, and today I wanted to talk about autism and anxiety. Now, a lot of people suffer with anxiety, and obviously having autism on top of that, it can really make us go into meltdowns, make us even more vulnerable to sensory overload and things that affect us on a day-to-day basis. But when we've got that added stress, that added anxiety, it can make things a lot worse. So in this video guys, I'll be giving you guys 7 tips that help me and might help you cope more with anxiety. So number 1, keep a diary. I always thought of the idea of keeping a diary a bit silly or a bit stupid, to be honest, but I tell you what, keeping a diary and a life log of events can really help someone with autism and anyone in general. You know, just keep in mind what affected them yesterday, what affects them today. You know, it's important to put down how it made you feel at the time, what date it was, and how much of anxiety to 1 to 10 it actually affected you on, because you can look back on these occasions and it could happen again. Now, the idea of worries and things that happen is we always don't want them to happen again, but sometimes on the rare occasion they do, and it's important to see how it affected us last time to how it affects us now. So it's really important that you have that log, so not only for your personal well-being, but also it could be helpful for people who want to help you in those areas as well. Number 2, make an anxiety plan. Now you're probably thinking, what is an anxiety plan? An anxiety plan for me is what I'm going to do in the situation if I get stressed, if I get nervous, if I get overwhelmed with sensory issues or environmental issues or just people issues around me. So make an anxiety plan. What am I going to do? Do I take myself away from the situation? Do I do this? Do I do that? Because a big thing with autism, I find, is having a routine, and when a routine is broken, you can be stumbled. You can think, oh God, what am I going to do now? But if you have that anxiety plan, it doesn't as such break your routine, because you get to the point where you go, okay, that has been stopped, let's go back to my second routine which I have, which is my anxiety plan, and then you can compose yourself and get back to where you need to be in that situation. Relaxation techniques is number 3, so things like yoga, CBT therapy is really handy as well. Just relaxation techniques that you think will be able to help you calm down or compose yourself in a situation. I find the best ways I've dealt with issues is when I've got stressed, take yourself away from the situation and just think about it logically, because the more you worry and more you stress about a situation, you actually end up making it 10 times worse for yourself, because you don't make rational decisions. You know, you hop in and you make a decision that you'd never make in a million years, but then you make it because of the stress that you're under at that point. Number 4, this really helped me in school, so I don't know if it would help people now, but a box of thoughts. So a lot of my talks with John, I mentioned the fact that a teacher gave me a box, and if I ever got stressed, I used to write it down and put it in the box. If you have a hard time having all these thoughts in your head and just getting overwhelmed with it, a box of thoughts is really handy. You write it down, you put it in the box, and you just forget about it until later that day when you've got enough time and you're calm and you're more composed to have a look over those issues that have been worrying you. A meltdown prevention plan. So you have the anxiety plan, but say the anxiety plan just goes to pot, the whole situation is too much, then you have a meltdown prevention plan. And what I mean by that is it's a kind of third routine in there. You know, that backup hasn't worked and now we're on the prevention plan. What's going to prevent you from having this meltdown? You know, what's going to be able to take you away, and having it wrote up, having it in your head so you know what to do in that situation. Again, it gives you time to compose, and it gives you that time to relax and think about what's going on around you. And it's going to be different for everyone. The anxiety plan is going to be different for everyone. The prevention plan is going to be different for everyone. So it's really important what suits you and how you cope with the situation. And that prevention plan is key, because it will stop you from going into the meltdown that nobody with autism wants to have a meltdown. Count to 10. Just count to 10. Before you go into any of these prevention plans, anxiety plans, it could even be part of your anxiety plan, just count to 10. My parents always used to say it to me, it always used to help. It sounds so simple, but it's so effective. If you just take yourself out and just go, I need 10 seconds, I just need a minute, or whatever it is. Allow yourself that time just to take yourself away from the situation. I can guarantee you when you go back in, it'll be 10 times easier. You know, you'll be 10 times more at ease and less stressful because you've allowed yourself the time to walk away and go, okay, I'm ready now. And number 7, and this is really important, if none of this works, call someone you trust. Make sure you've got someone on your phone that you'll be able to ring, you'll be able to talk it through with them. It's key, it's important that you feel that you can talk to somebody, and if you know, there is always somebody to talk to. There's always going to be someone out there that goes through the same stuff. There's always going to be someone who cares about you deeply. There's always going to be someone that you can ring. You know, there's so many services now that you can ring someone when you're in those situations, because someone will be able to help you. You know, autism isn't easy, and having the added anxiety onto it just can sometimes put everything else out the window. So it's important that you've got someone that you can talk to. But guys, you tell me what you think down below. You tell me things that I might have missed. Tell me things that you'd love to see added. Tell me things that you would love me to talk about. And guys, thank you for watching another episode of MaxiAspie. The next video will be on Tuesday, because I know that I missed last week. It's kind of a bit of a backlog, but once we go on Tuesday, we'll be sorted. So guys, thank you for watching. Take care. Goodbye for now.